Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Alden, and I am CEO of Percussion Software. I've been asked to comment on the question of how to get your CEO to approve your content marketing budget. So let's begin with the three key elements of any proposal, budget or otherwise, that will allow it to be approved quickly and easily, hopefully. Number one, it should be part of a comprehensive plan, not just a spreadsheet with some numbers, but part of a comprehensive plan to address a key business goal. It must be presented with conviction and with facts. That always helps. And of course, it must include some specific goals and some metrics, a way for the budget holder to understand not only at the end of the process did it work, but are there some good upstream metrics that can allow you to understand what's happening as you go. So we talked about pitching to your CEO. So the good place to begin is what's important to your CEO. For myself, speaking personally, and most other CEOs that I know, one of the most important things is growth, and particularly new customer acquisition. And every company has goals, and those goals are typically customer growth in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and it gets bigger every single quarter. So a smart proposal looking to get approved should start there. So align your content marketing proposal with new customer acquisition. And it should go something like this. We as a business have a goal of X amount of customers per quarter. This content marketing proposal will allow us to identify more qualified leads and convert those leads at a higher rate that will result in us meeting our plan or exceeding our plan for 2015. If you start there and you say it with conviction, that will get your CEO's attention. A couple of important facts to accompany your proposal. Content's really critical today because buyer behavior has changed. If you think of how you yourself actually go out and buy things, you don't walk into a car dealership and start asking them what car is good for you, as an example. You'll do a lot of research online, you'll Google, you'll find content, sometimes reviews, sometimes customer testimonials, etc. Everybody is doing that today, including when people are looking for your type of solution. Cold calls aren't answered. I don't know how many people out there answer their phone frequently, but I know I don't any longer. And 90% of email goes unopened. So all of the work that's being put into email marketing campaigns is generally not connecting with that prospective buyer. As a result of this, 70% of the buying process is happening prior to that prospect reaching out and engaging with your company. So they've researched the solutions and their problem, they understand who the vendors are, they've already drawn some conclusions in terms of who they likely want to go with. So if you're just plugging into that process after the fact and there was no information on you online and they couldn't find anything about you, it's probably too late to get on their list and it's probably too late to influence their buying decision. So unless you can do that quickly, it's going to be very, very difficult to hit your goals. Content is everywhere. The statistic I like is there are 27 million pieces of content out there that are posted on a daily basis. That's a lot. And people are just becoming numb to content. In fact, the average attention span these days of an adult is 8 seconds. Which is less than a goldfish. And if you're trying to capture someone's attention in that sea of content, you better have some compelling content that captures their attention and allows them to engage. And content marketing budgets across the board, particularly in the technology field that we're in, but across the board, are becoming a larger portion of that marketing budget because it works. So if you're not doing that today, I'd also talk about the fact that your competition probably is. And if they're in more places and able to be found out there through Google search, researched and engaged, they will likely be taking business away that you might be able to go get yourself. So great content is the way to solve that problem. Great content should do at least 3 things for you, and these things should each have metrics associated with them that you can report back up to your budget holder, in this case your CEO. So if you spend X amount of dollars on a PDF, say a survey or some type of thought leadership piece, you should be able to tell your CEO it has created this level of awareness in the marketplace, and a good metric for that might be this many clicks or this many views of that particular piece of content. It should drive engagement, so not only should they just look at it and be one of those 8-second things that goes in front of somebody's eyes, but they actually engage with that piece of content. And a metric there could be I read it from front to back, I performed some type of a call to action, or I engaged with it in some way that just shows a deeper level of understanding and interest in that particular piece of content. And of course, the holy grail is business value. We started out by talking about investing in content marketing will allow us to hit our sales goals in terms of new customers. So if you can connect a piece of content eventually leading to a certain number of new customers that contributed to your customer goal, you'll be in a position not only to justify that budget, but to ask for more next year and to keep moving the business forward. So that's my advice. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.